Hey y'all, it's your girl Anissa Dion. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing a yap session. Get to know me, ask for advice, all of the above actually.
Did my rockin' bitch, it's my fave, I'ma gon' beat it. Looking in the mirror, kiss my face, I'm too conceited. Send a girl home, call another dog, I'm too shy. She ain't wanna eat it on the first day, it's her round. I don't fuck with drugs.
I haven't actually introduced myself to y'all, so that's what I'm getting ready to do. And I did go on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, both of my social media handles will be right here on the screen. But I haven't introduced myself on here. I've been filming vlogs and all of that for over a year, but I just jumped right into it. I jumped off the porch, just going real strong. And yeah, so I feel like I owe my channel a who am I, why we need to know her, what she do, get to know Anissa Dion for who Anissa Dion is. And yeah, I love yapping, so we're gonna pray that this video is not that long, but I am gonna go straight into the questions. If y'all see my lace lifting, anything, I am filming this outside of my back porch. It's also 90 something degrees. I stay in Miami. That's it, that's all. Hopefully y'all can hear me because I do not have a mic, and I have my fan running, and I stay off of a busy street. I am going to pray y'all can hear me, okay? First question. Actually, we're gonna start from the bottom. It says, what made you want to be a mentor? So before we even get into that, actually, let me introduce myself to y'all. Hey y'all, my name is Anissa. I go by Nisa, Niece. I actually don't like being called by my government name. If somebody calls me by my government name, it's just like, okay, whatever. But people really call me by my nickname. Yeah, they're my folks. I am from Miami, but I was born in Tallahassee, Florida. I did grow up in Tallahassee, Florida, the capital of Florida. However, I have a mom who is from Miami and a dad who is from Daytona. I very much spent my time in Miami. I claim Miami, that's my heart. My developing years were in Miami, so Miami is home. And when I say I love Miami, I love Miami. I love being from here. I just love it all. I am 24. My birthday is February 25th. I am a Pisces. Not too much on us, please, because y'all know everybody hates Pisces. We're the most loved, actually, but y'all the biggest haters for us. But yeah, I have a degree in criminal justice with a minor in psychology. And and not only do I have a degree from whatever, I got a degree from FAMU. If you know anything about them FAMU girls, you know anything about them rattlers, we 101, okay? We're 101. Nothing else needs to be said after that. Girl, I went to FAMU and graduated. Thank you. Okay. What else? I feel like that's a cute little intro. But yeah, let's get back into the question. So I was asking what made me want to be a mentor. So while I was in undergrad, I had an opportunity of becoming a TA, which is a teaching assistant, for a developmental studies course. And the professor who I was a TA for, I love her. She's also from Miami. Love her down bad. Sweet soul. Professor Duclos. She loved my work ethic. She loved the way I just took the time to like put effort into everything I did. It doesn't matter if it was a small assignment, big assignment, whatever it was. So she reached out to me and was like, hey, do you want to be my teaching assistant for next term? Which ended up being a lot of semesters afterwards, which I'm so grateful for. I started doing a TA with her, and from there I was like, she allowed me to do one class where I curated my own lecture essentially, and I did email etiquette. And the department head for the department that she fell under was looking for mentors that following summer. She was like, hey, like I feel like this position will really work for you. You could still be a TA and do this, but I feel like it benefits you. You work very well with the kids, and I feel like, you know, the next upcoming class will need you. I applied, I got the job, I became a mentor summer 2021. Realistically, I got the job in spring 2021, but then summer 2021 is when I officially kicked off things. And I love being a mentor. I love the children. They're not kids, but I love my babies, my little sisters, my little brothers. I love them so bad. When I tell y'all they can get anything out of me, they quite literally get anything out of me. They call me, I'm there. They got my heart for real, for real. So honestly, I didn't choose to be a mentor. It just kind of fell in my lap, shall I say. That's not my first time working with you, none of that. So yeah, that's how I became a mentor. Shoot. The next question says, let's see, how's life post grad? If you are a current college student, or you're entering your first year post grad, please listen up, okay? Post grad for me, and I'm emphasizing for me because I have numerous friends who post grad life is treating them differently, or we might be in the same boat. I'm 3 years post grad. I'm 3 years post graduation from FAMU, and honestly, that first year, I didn't know if I was gonna make it. I'm not even kidding. I thought the world was going to end, and I miss my friends. I miss my community. I miss FAMU. I feel like going to HBCU is so much different from going to PWI or community college or anything technical college, whatever. It's different. You create your own community within a community, but that's the one place where you quite literally get to be the majority and not the minority. As a African American female, it felt good seeing these females and these males around me just being comfortable in their skin, being able to just be them. Yeah, but my first year post grad was ghetto, very, very ghetto. Unfortunately, my plan that I curated for myself senior year was not the plan that I got into, because some things happened, not on my end but with my school, and then changed my route. I did want to go get a master's and stay in Tallahassee for another year and a half. That did not happen. I moved back home, did not have a job lined up, didn't have anything in my career fields. I do know that the degree that I do hold, I can get a job anytime I would. Like criminal justice, I quite literally, you can get a lot with a criminal justice degree, depending on what you're trying to get into, okay? But yeah, now that I'm in my third year, life goes on. If you want to go get another degree, go get the degree as soon as you finish undergrad. Do not wait, because I'm not gonna say that I don't want to go get a degree anymore. I just don't feel the need to, because I've seen what I can do without it. That is the most easiest put of that. On top of that question, the next question was, how is your mental? Currently, as I'm filming this, May 19th, my mental's good. I'm happy. It's also summertime. Everybody knows summertime be the best time. But yeah, I do battle with my mental health, and yeah, but currently in this day and age right now, I'm okay, I'm good, I'm happy. I do, I go sit down with that lady. I sit do go to therapy, and there's nothing wrong with that, so I want y'all to know. But yeah, I feel like I'm good. What are 5 countries you want to visit? I want to go to Tanzania. I want to go to Dominican Republic. I want to go to Costa Rica. I want to go to Japan. Where else? That's 4, I think. Where else I want to go? Oh, Rio. Well, Brazil. But I want to go to Rio. Yeah, I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to Costa Rica. What I just told y'all, Japan. Tanzania. Whatever else I just named y'all. Those are the 5 countries I want to go. And then it says, what are my goals for this year? I feel like you shouldn't share goals. I'm so sorry, y'all. I have a lake, so if the light is a bit much, it's because the sun is setting and it's bouncing off my face. But I just wanted to be one with y'all because I love sitting out here on my back porch and I love just chilling. Okay, but it says, what are your goals for this year? Personally, I don't want to share my goals because I just feel like what's for you is for you, what's not isn't. However, one of my goals this year is just to be consistent with everything. It doesn't matter if it's working out, my face care routine, saying that I'm gonna go read however many books, or saying I'm gonna go do an activity with myself. It's consistency. That's my main goal this year, is consistency. I'm not doing the best with it, but I'm baby steps. Okay, I am doing better than I used to, shall I say. How do you manage your money efficiently? So if you were to ask this question to 2021, 2022 Arnisa, honestly 2020 to 2022 Arnisa, yeah, I was on my P's and Q's. I didn't play that while I was in college. Okay, however, typically how I manage my money efficiently, I know how much I'm getting paid. I do make salary at my job, so I know how much I'm getting paid every 2 weeks, and I know how much my bills are. I do my car note, car insurance, light bill, phone bill. All of my subscriptions are already on auto pay. My car insurance is on auto pay, and then the only thing I have to physically go in and do is my car notes, and then I send my money for my phone bill. But yeah, I just map out what I'm supposed to do. If I know that I want to go on a trip in 6 months, I know, like, hey, I do have a high yield savings account. So I used to. 2026, Arnisa, can I talk about this? Because 2026, Arnisa is going through some things financially. But like I said, y'all, 2026, Arnisa is going through some things. So yeah, but if I know that I want to go on a trip in 5 months, I put money, like, oh, that's what I was saying, I have a high yield savings account. I'll put money in there for it. I have Ally for my high yield savings account, and they allow you to do buckets. So if I want to go to Tokyo, I got a bucket for Tokyo. I put however much left I have in there, or I split the cost up. So it's like, okay, boom, say after I pay my bills, I got $600. I know I don't get paid for the next 2 weeks, but I do know I need to put some money in my savings. If I want to allocate $100 out of that $600, that's what I do. And I just move my money aside. I don't know if this is everybody's taste, but I do have several bank accounts where one is for my bills, one is for spending, and then one has both the checking and the savings account. So I just, that whatever go in that account, it gets spent how it gets spent. That's just the way I've been doing it. Somebody as well as my favorite nail set, probably my nails. Y'all, I've been getting my nails done since, like, I'm gonna say like 5th grade. My first time getting acrylic was like 6th grade, I think. I don't know. I've had so many nail sets. I've been getting my nails done. My mom, as a child, every 2 weeks, she was in that nail salon. Every 2 weeks. I kid y'all not. French tip, white pink. She very much had that. And I very much so was getting a little Chinese painting with the little designs. I don't know what is my favorite nail set, but I will put a few on the screen of some that I've had. What is my favorite thing about being a girl? I love the community. I love girlhood. I love how it doesn't matter if you're in a freaking another country, you go in the bathroom, everybody is so happy, jolly, ready to help. Girl, you got your hair this. I love girlhood. That is my favorite thing about being a girl, because boys don't have that. I have a lot of homeboys. Boys don't have that. Boys barely know their friend's birthday. So I think that is probably my favorite thing about being a girl, besides playing dress up. Everything is a dress up for us. Like, oh, we're going to a concert, oh, I can put on this outfit. Oh, we having a girls night out, oh, I got to put on this outfit. We're going to the beach, I got a perfect bathing suit. We booking a boat, I got this. Like, I love a theme and I love dressing up. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, we got a little light. It's not the best lighting, but it works for what I need to have done. Okay, next question is how to stay in touch with your feminine side. When I say, as y'all can see me right now, if y'all looked at me 2 weeks ago or even last week, I did not look like this. But I feel like it's very important to pour into you, cater to you, and not only that, keep up with yourself. Whether it's your eyebrows, your hair, your nails, your lashes, making sure that you have on lip gloss, earrings. Like, I feel like that's one way to kind of stay in touch with your feminine side, but also allowing yourself to just be by yourself. Get to know you, get to know the things you don't like. Having a soft life for yourself without implementing other people into it, without having to have a man bring that side out of you. I feel like taking the time out to yourself really does make you in touch with your feminine side. It allows you to just be a girl. You want to learn how to do your nails, you sit, turn on a TV show, or you get on the phone with your homegirls, or you and your homegirls do a little date where y'all are learning to do each other nails and stuff like that. Like, that is one of the things that I could possibly say is a way to kind of stay in touch with your feminine side, keeping up with yourself, and just being surrounded by like-minded people, and also taking the time out to get to know yourself, because a lot of girls in our day and age don't know themselves outside of a relationship or outside of a like family thing. Like, you just know yourself as a big sister, you just know yourself as the daughter, the girlfriend. Like, know yourself outside of being connected to somebody else, and then keeping up with yourself, because that helps. Oh, do that help, y'all? That will pull you out of like a mental fog and get you back into like, dang, I am that girl. I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous, I'm breathing, I'm here. So what is my go-to scent? So my two go-to scents are, I love anything vanilla. Love vanilla down bad, actually. Anything vanilla, that's more of my like nighttime cutesy grown, but add a little, I gotta find the other note that I'm thinking of. But then I also love a sweet spring floral. I walk past. Yeah, that's me. One of my favorite sweet fragrances, two of them, is the Lancome La Vie Es Belle, I think, or La Es Belle. It's something. I'll put a picture on there. And then Born in Roma by Valentino. That, chef kisses. Those two are like very sweet scents. I also love the Arabic perfumes. But those are probably my grab and go perfume right now. Is definitely Billie Eilish. Miu Miu Mutin or Mutime. That, love that. But obviously Body Chemistry, everything smells different on everybody. Can you explain your dressing style? I personally say, a lot of my friends be saying I put that shit on. I don't know, I just be putting little pieces together. I don't personally think I have a dressing style, but I do like to dress up. I've been like that since a child. I am very much layers, pieces, get your shoes, get that. And I literally told myself like I'm falling out of that because I just be working, chilling, that's it. But my dressing style really just depends on the mood and where I'm going, because I can do streetwear, I can do a girly outfit, I could do real chill vibe, lounge, casual, but still make it cute. I don't really have a dressing style. I dress for my mood and where I'm going, that's really it, because I could really turn something into nothing, if I'm being honest. And yeah, like I really do miss dressing up, and I said I'm gonna get back to that. I just ain't got the money for the pieces I be wanting, y'all. I need that money, because vintage Chanel, if you ain't never seen no vintage Chanel pieces, don't talk to me, okay? What is something I plan on accomplishing before the end of the year? That kind of goes back to the question where I was saying, like, I don't want to put my business out there and jinx it, but I do want to start something that I said I was gonna start since 2023, 3 years ago. But that's one of my things that I want to accomplish before the end of the year, preferably, because that'll be my next chapter in life. That'll be my baby. That'll be something that I'm putting my all into. So that's really like my next chapter, or my next accomplishment that I want to do by the end of the year. Somebody else said, do I see myself living in Florida forever? Yes and no. Yes, I will be settling in Florida. There's no other place like Florida. I'm so sorry. If you're not from here, you probably wouldn't get it. But I love Florida. I love being raised here. I just love the culture. And then not only that, y'all, different parts of Florida, just they're not the same. Like, if you think of people from Louisiana, you automatically think country because it's Louisiana. And yes and no for that, but Florida is such a melting pot. From North Florida, Central Florida, South Florida, on down, it's so many different types of people here. The culture here is just different. And when I retire and I want to settle down and have somewhere to call my permanent home, it will be in Florida. I do want to experience living outside of Florida, maybe for 3-4 years. I'm only 24, so I got some time. But I don't see myself living in Florida forever, but I will eventually probably decide, go move elsewhere, see if I like it. A few places that I do want to stay is Chicago, DC, and honestly, that's about it. If I'm being 100% honest, that's outside of Florida. I don't want to stay in Georgia. I have family in Georgia. My daddy didn't stay in Georgia. Georgia is Florida's cousin at this point. I don't want to stay in Louisiana. I love Louisiana down bad, but I'm not staying there. I damn sure don't want to go to Texas. Not Alabama either. I feel like another state I'll probably do would be North Carolina, and it'll have to be like Charlotte or something. What other cities is in there? Probably Charlotte, but I don't, just send me to Charlotte. I don't want nothing. I don't want Raleigh. Send me to Charlotte, please. Advice on staying motivated to your goals. Personally, I feel like motivation is within you, but staying motivated to your goals is just how big of the goal it is for you. So, like, for example, if you know that you want to buy yourself a car, or you want to get a new car, not buy yourself a car, but you want to get a new car, how hard do you want that car? That's what is motivating to me, at least. Oh my god, that's what's motivating to me, only for the simple fact that when I was getting my car, so while I was in college, I had my dad's car. He had 2 cars. I'm not gonna name those cars, but eventually he ended up getting me my own car. I had a Honda Accord. That was my baby. That was my baby. If I still had her to this day, I'll still have 2 cars, because she was going everywhere with me. She started giving me problems, whatever. Before she started even giving me problems, I knew that I wanted a new car. I started putting my money aside for it. I do babysitting. I used to be a teacher. I still do babysitting for some of the families that were enrolled at the school that I taught at. And I did not play. I knew if I said, okay, I'm getting paid $1,400, 400 of those dollars are going strictly to my car. Whatever savings I got, 400. That 1,000, I'm breaking it down the middle. 500 for whatever I got to do, 500 for spending money, and then whatever's left over go to saving. Cool. That's the only like advice that I have for staying motivated for your goals. You know what you want at the end of it. You know how it possibly can make you feel. So just let that burn, that fire under your ass, that belt to ass, motivate you. Like, you know how something would benefit. If you want to go to school, if you want to learn how to do a trade or something, you know that, okay, I know I want to go to school to be an engineer. I know it's hella people making so much money being an engineer. I know the things, the lives that I'll touch, the companies that I'll touch being an engineer. You might be up doing a project for 16 hours, but you know once you graduate, you're gonna have a greater chance at going into a field that is going to be making money, but you're also gonna like what you're doing. You know, those things like that. I feel like motivation is within you, and if you're not motivated for something, then there's no way that you can like reach that goal that you're trying to reach. If you know that, oh, I don't really have the time and the patience to deal with what comes with this, there is no motivation. There's like, it's just a goal that you don't have any plans or actions to fulfill, basically. But I would just say stay true to why you initiated this goal, and also stay on top of yourself. Manage it perfectly, because it has to be managed perfectly in order for you to even get to that goal. Because if not, one small chance, one fall up, you're done. There's nothing else to push towards, because you're like, I'll do it later. No, you need to do it right now. You need to continue. You need to write it down, put it as a reminder, go in a book every 2 weeks or every 2 months, whatever is best for you, and revisit why you want that goal, why you want to complete that goal. What is it that you're gonna get at the end? How are you gonna be satisfied once you achieve this goal? I feel like that's the only motivation that I could really get or give, shall I say. Getting your spark back after a breakup. Yo, my ex and I were together for 5 years before we broke up. Prior to that, the individual that I was dating, we weren't even dating for that long, but that was the breakup that really got me. The only advice I can give you is don't sit in it. Do not sit in it. The way you get your spark back, plan something. Always have something to look forward to, because, for example, a girl's night, a girl's day, an appointment. You might love your last tech, and she might make you feel whole again. Book an appointment. Make sure you have a follow-up appointment after that. That's the only way that you can get your spark back, if you're pouring into yourself. Get to know, that goes back into tapping into your feminine side. Get to know you for you. You're finally out of this relationship. That person, depending on if it ended on good terms or bad terms, you have nothing to do but cater to you now. Hanging out with your friends, hanging out with your mom, your parents, your siblings. Do something that you know will allow you to get out of that funk. Of course, you're going to reminisce sometimes. That's natural. We're all humans. You're going to reminisce. But what are we doing to better yourself? If you got to go start and get a different career, baby, go do that. Do what you got to do to cater to yourself, because if not, I genuinely don't feel like it's going to be anything positive coming into your life if you're sitting in your, we're just going to say, depression. A lot of people get depressed after a breakup. It happens. It's like grieving somebody that's still alive, whether the relationship was good or bad. But definitely get your hair done. Have a planned date with your friends. Y'all can go to the beach. Y'all can go walking somewhere, doing a craft, something, very much something, you know. Do something. Go be one with nature, but definitely pour into yourself. Get to know you. Pick up a new hobby or two, and just spend quality time with people who you know will love you, because they might have not been able to get that quality time with you while you were in that relationship, or vice versa. You might have not been able to give them quality time while you were in that relationship, and now you're not. So that's the only like honest thing I can say about getting your spark back, is go do stuff that makes you happy. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Go get a massage. Go do something that is not centered around grieving that relationship. Okay. Let's see what's next, y'all. Hold on. Okay, this time we're gonna start from the top. So If I had to move out of the country, where would it go? Where would I go and why? Thailand or Tokyo. Why? Because I want to go visit those places regardless. But I see a lot of videos of people moving to Thailand, and I don't know. Until I experience Thailand for myself, I personally, I want to see, like, they're living perfectly fine over there. And if you do the currency exchange, you could be paying $1,400 for a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom apartment townhome in Thailand compared to staying in the States. You paying for that? Oh, baby, you're not paying $1,400. I'll tell you that much. You are not paying $1,400. Other possible countries that I have visited and could see myself staying would definitely probably either be Jamaica or Colombia. Preferably Jamaica, only for the simple fact that I wouldn't have to learn another language. But I'm down for learning Spanish anywho. But yeah, Jamaica, because the culture there is beautiful. It's the culture alone, the people, the food, the like scenery, and I feel like I'll do good in Jamaica. That's the only real reason. I'm still young. I don't have no like responsibilities. I don't have no children. I don't got no man to be taken care of. So I feel like me upping and moving to another country would probably be the best. I don't know. And if I had to choose, it would be them two countries because I loved it there. Like, love Jamaica and Colombia down bad. Very, very bad. My next 3 travel destinations. I don't have 3 travel. Actually, yes, I do. Okay. I'm going to Orlando. Where am I going? Orlando, Atlanta, Tallahassee, and Jamaica. So I gave you 4. That's my next 4 travel destinations. Somebody asked me the same question where it says, what are some short-term goals you wish to accomplish before the year ends? I'll give y'all some more. Before the year ends, I definitely want to have a big chunk of my car paid off. That is a small goal. I have a 2025 Honda Civic that I got October 2024, and I genuinely want to pay my car off honestly by the end of this year. If I'm being completely honest, I want to pay my car off by the end of this year. If I cannot, I still want a big chunk of it paid off. I know my God works in mysterious ways, and he is always there for me, so I know it's doable. But that's like one of my short-term goals. Besides the other thing that I said that I need to start, that will literally be my next child, my investment, all of that. Yeah, I hope that answers that question again. How do you define success, and how close do you feel you are to achieving it? I do not feel that I'm close to achieving success just yet, but I do feel as if I'm in the right path. I do feel like I am going where I need to go, and I'm getting there. What do I define success as? I define success as, one, people are coming to you to ask you things like, dang, I'm that successful? You coming to me for advice? Are you coming to me to talk about your business? Are you doing, that is that's like a pride thing. That would make me feel like, okay, I didn't do my one. Another thing that I would basically, I guess, define as success is being able to get up and go about my day. I know I have made it when I can get up and not have to worry about, I gotta log on to work, I gotta go to work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Success is getting up on a random Tuesday and saying, I want to go to Europe, I want to go to Italy, I really want to go get that pasta from that one restaurant in Sicily. And if I can do that while also making money in my sleep, without having to touch a computer, touch another facility to go to into somebody's job. That's how I know I'm successful. That's what success is per se for me. Being able to make money without physically having to be there. Being able for people to come to you and ask you about business advice, life advice. You know you've made it in a sense of an aspiring individual. Like, people are literally looking to you and they're inspired by your actions or by your doings and things. When was the last time you laughed so hard it made your stomach hurt? I don't know. I'm a real funny girl, so I be laughing and making other people laugh, but I really can't remember the last time my stomach was hurting. Probably with my homegirls, Nikayla and Cassidy. We get us a good kiki in all the time, okay? What's a quality you admire in others that you wish you had yourself? The drive. I have a lot of friends who are either on like different aspects of their life, but a lot of my friends have but has gotten into working out, whether it's like health reasons or just because they want to get fit. They've gotten back into working out, and their drive, their ability, their motivation, it's there. And I wish I had that. I'm not gonna say I don't have it, but I ain't hustling hard enough to get to it. I don't want it that bad, and eventually I will get there. But in this day and age, that's a quality that I see in people and I admire, because like, oh yeah, you doing your one, you sticking to that consistency, you doing your thing, you're actually like sitting around, not sitting on my bad, y'all. You're not just sitting around and BSing and saying, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You actually doing it. You're a doer, not a thinker. And I love that for you. That's a quality that I admire in people, because like, not everybody has that drive. I used to. I don't have it no more. But yeah, that's something that I definitely see, you know, as like a quality that I admire in others. What does happiness mean to me, and how do you pursue it? Happiness for me is me literally not even thinking about anything about, like, when I say blank mind, that's how I know I'll be happy. I'm always thinking about something, y'all. I'm always thinking about how something could be better. Like, I'm never content with anything. And I feel like for me to be happy, I just have to sit in the moment and enjoy it, soak it all in, just be there, and like literally just be like, wow, like I feel real good. To answer the second part, how do I pursue it? I can't answer that question just yet. Okay, this is actually a good question. How do you deal with change or uncertainty in your life? I personally deal with change. Younger, I dealt with change horrible. I'm very I wouldn't say structured in a way, but I do like things to go on the same path or schedule that I would like it to go in. I don't know. I can't really answer that question right now. But that is a really good question. How do you deal with change or uncertainty? I just think about why it could possibly be changing and how I can make whatever the situation it is changing into work for me in my life. That's like the only answer I could honestly give, for real, for real. What's a habit that positively impacts your life? A habit? I would say a habit that I have that positively impacts my life is most likely my, like, what is that called? My firmness with people, like me following up and saying, hey, were you able to do this? Hey, da da da. Hey, I know you told me about woo blah blah blah. how are you, that type of thing. I wouldn't say that's a habit, but I do that a lot. So shit, it might as well be a habit. But it does impact my life a lot, because those things that I'm doing, people see that I'm actually, you know, taking the energy, the time to go do those things, and they reciprocate it back in my life, which makes me happy, because it's like, oh, I'm pouring into you, you pouring into me, type of thing. I would say that's like the only positive, I mean, that's the only habit that I have that positively impacts my life. I'm pretty sure there's others, but I just can't think of it. What's a fear or insecurity you've overcome, and how did you do it? So I started having puberty symptoms at a very young age. I think I was in like 4th grade. I started getting acne, breakouts, all of that. Hated it. And honestly, I just started embracing myself. Like, I started not caring. I did not care anymore. And I mean, I did go to the doctor, I did go to the dermatologist, I did get it fixed, and to this day I still have that acne, back scarring. But I just embrace my skin, be myself, be not like, just, this is who I am. I'm not about to cover it up. Like, I could have did my makeup for this video, and I didn't. I don't care. Like, I feel like being true to yourself and being comfortable in your body is one hell of a thing, because if not, that really does go into like a bad case of depression. Not being comfortable in your skin, not liking something, like certain features. I have very strong features. I have big lips, a big nose, my eyes are huge, like my head big. Like, all of these things are something that somebody would probably look at and be like, I wish I could change this, I wish I could change that. And of course there's things that I wish I could change, but I still love myself. I quite literally don't have any problem with how I look, as far as like trying to change my appearance because I'm scared of people saying something about it. I don't care. I'll say something about myself before anybody else gets a chance to, and when they say it, I'm be like, okay, cool, girl, I already said it about myself. I don't care. But yeah, that's quite literally how I have to do, for the simple fact that I don't really care no more. Like, I have friends who have beautiful skin. I'm like, dang, your skin's so clear. Wish mine could get like that, but I ain't doing nothing about it. Like, I'm not insecure about my skin anymore, for the simple fact that there's nothing I could do about it except cater to my body, start doing things to help it, and not sitting and like nitpicking and going in to be like, oh girl, you got a bump in between your eyebrows, or you got this and you got that. That is not healthy. What's your long-term dreams? I don't know what like dreams, but I guess my like long-term things I see myself in the future is owning multiple homes. Some, y'all, I'm out here with the bugs, and they're starting to get a little rowdy, but owning multiple homes, some of which being investment properties, as well as having investments as far as businesses and things. My long-term dream is to not work for anybody. I can't work for nobody. I'm so sorry, I cannot. And I'm not necessarily an entrepreneur in the sense of like working a job like a hairstylist or something of that nature. I don't see that, but I will not be working for nobody but myself, and that is a dream of mine, because I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. It's not even a dream, it's a goal. Like, I'm checking that off. I will not be working for anybody much longer, because I just don't see that being like my day-to-day life. But yeah, owning businesses, multiple properties, having my own home, owning my own home and my land. And yeah, that's my long-term goals. I want to be educated. I want more certificates. I said certifications. Y'all know what I mean. But yeah, that's really it. It says my favorite place I've traveled, possibly Colombia, Puerto Rico, or Jamaica. if we doing in the country, out of the country, Chicago. Love Chicago. Chicago, DC. Yeah, Chicago and DC, them 2 cities within like the US, I love. But my favorite all-time place that I've traveled would probably be Jamaica and Colombia. The food in Colombia is freaking amazing. Y'all already know how Jamaican food tastes, so it's beautiful. The people are so nice, so respectful. Those 2 places are probably my favorite place I visited. These bugs out here, y'all, I'm about to go in. Well, I got a few more questions, so we about to wrap this up. What are your future goals you are looking towards? We just did that question. What are my pet peeves? I don't like people standing over me. These are, y'all gonna look at me like, damn bitch, what do you like? I don't like people standing over me. I don't like people doing weird stuff. And by weird things, I mean like, okay, if you know I mentioned something to you and then you go and do that same thing with somebody else, and then you go and do that same thing with somebody else, that is weird. I don't like weird stuff like that. If you are planning something and you be like, oh, I'm gonna do whatever, you know you inviting 30 other people. We need to curate it to the audience, not just you. I don't like that weird funny stuff. A pet peeve. Dang, what are some pet peeves that I don't? What's a pet peeve? A pet peeve of mine would probably be, is that a pet peeve though? I don't like when somebody say they're gonna do something or they're gonna help with something and then they don't help. You could have just shut your mouth. You could have left it. You literally could have just shut your mouth. You didn't even have to say that to me, actually. I don't like liars, so I guess that would be a liar. I mean, that would fall into that same one. And I'm pretty sure I could go on all day about pet peeves and things that I do and don't like, but those what I just said would probably be my top ones. Like I don't like people smacking. I don't like hearing somebody chew. Hate that. Or swallowing. Hate that. If we on the phone and I'm talking to you and then like I go quiet and then you just start talking to everybody else and da-da-da-da, or I'm trying to actually talk to you and you start talking to everybody else, hang up the phone. As a matter of fact, don't even hang up. I'm gonna hang up, you call me back later, and if you still talking to somebody, then I'm not answering the phone. Cut the cameras. How's your dating life? Non-existent. When is the next maintenance vlog or trip vlog? So technically the video y'all seen before this should have been a maintenance vlog / spend the weekend with me, and then next travel vlog, y'all are getting an Ohio vlog. I just been procrastinating. It's already edited. I just gotta go and tweak somewhere. But my next travel vlog, we're in May, June, July, so my next travel vlog would be in July when I go to Orlando. So y'all will have a little home away from home vlog. My homegirl said, can you start posting twice a week or else? I don't know about twice a week, boo. TT got a real job and I be tired. It ain't that much going on in my life for y'all to be even trying to see. And then somebody said, what made you start a YouTube basically? That's the last question too, y'all. So I'm glad that's the last question. So what made me start a YouTube video or YouTube? I keep saying YouTube video, YouTube vlog, YouTube channel, YouTube. I've had YouTube since 2012, and I just looked at my thing. I created my account. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, my bad. I had to cut the cameras. So, like I was saying, the last question was, what made you want to start a YouTube? So, in high school, I was in the journalism club. Was actually the president my senior year of journalism. Right, cool. I love talking. Let's just put it out there. I have been an avid YouTube watcher since YouTube came out. I don't even know when YouTube came out, but when YouTube came out, I've been watching it. I've been on YouTube. I did all the OGs. I know I've watched. I probably still watch it. They still make content. Love them. I like talking. Typically I like being behind the camera. I like running the show, behind the scenes, social media manager type vibe, but I also like talking. So yeah, I don't know what initially started me just like, oh, let me do a YouTube, because I've recorded so many YouTube videos while in high school and never posted them. Took my teacher's camera home and all, never posted it. But something just told me, girl, just start showcasing your life, start doing this, start doing that. And when I was in college, people would see like what I'm posting on my stories, and they're like, girl, you need to post it on TikTok, you need to post it on YouTube, you need to post it somewhere. Like, we want to see for real what you got going on. I just need to have meta glasses on 24/7. But yeah, that's honestly what made me start my YouTube. I like talking, I like showing my life. And it's literally a digital diary for myself. This is like a home video, but curated specifically for whatever I'm curating it for. I love YouTube. YouTube feels like the non-toxic environment. YouTube is like Pinterest, but for video. And I love YouTube. I love making videos. I hate editing, but I love making videos. And yeah, I don't know, YouTube has my heart. I want to make more videos. My actual like locked in my archives that y'all can't see on YouTube is my first video ever posted was, let's see, if y'all see a moth flying around, child, just ignore it. My first video was 8 years ago, posted to this specific channel 8 years ago. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, the video after that was posted 6 years ago, which was my move-in vlog for FAMU, which is so crazy that I moved in 6 years ago. Like, that's actually insane, saying that out loud. That's quite literally insane. But yeah, that's the end of my vlog, y'all. That's so crazy. Now that I'm sitting up here looking, I forgot what the question was about the insecurities. It would probably be my gap. I never used to have a gap, y'all. I didn't get a gap. My teeth didn't start shifting. And mind you, I've never had braces. My teeth did not start shifting until college. Pissed off. But I hope y'all enjoyed this little talk. I hope y'all enjoyed getting to know me, the questions that I answered. I do want to do a like girl tag video or girl advice, homegirls, with my homegirls. But the two homegirls that I want to do it with don't stay in Florida, yet alone Miami. So I have to wait till we link up and we can do our, I'm gonna wait for the plane to go by, because clearly Jesus. Anywho, yeah, my two homegirls who I want to sit down and talk with, who really get in there. We just gotta wait till we link up and we all with each other so that we can do us a video. But thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications on. And I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. And I do want to do another sit down video, maybe doing my makeup. And I don't know, we'll probably talk about like a little story time or something. Bring back the old days of YouTube, okay? Yeah, but I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. And be sure to like my videos, please. Leave a comment, let's chat, let's talk about it. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.